So I thought I'd do something a little different tonight and sort of walk you through where I've driven the last couple of days just for fun. So we started off in the Chilliwack area here. So if I zoom in a little bit here, you'll see the Chilliwack is where I left, and I drove down here and down this road and here, all the way down through these back roads, which was really cool because this is actually kind of farming country back in here with these little farms and whatnot. And drove through here, came through the border at Sumas, and took highway number 9, which we had gone up earlier, and came down here, down through here, and anyways took 9 all the way from here. As soon as I got there, let's zoom in a little bit, I continued to take 9, went down through here, all the way down here, kept traveling all the way, and then from here, I went this way, down through here, and it really started to get crowded through here. Lots of traffic, lots of people. It wasn't really that great. And traveled down through here, all the way down here, Fall City to here, and then I traveled down through here. Actually, I came down here and kind of weaseled my way through here somewhere. Ended up here, down through here, all the way around here, and down through here. There's the Mount Rainier, and I came all the way through here. This road here was all pretty slow and twisty and turny, and came down here and all the way down here in Silverbrook. That's kind of where I stayed the first or that one night. It was right. Sorry, I keep kind of jumping around here, but sorry. Yeah, right here, Silverbrook. Then I had breakfast in Randall this morning and drove down through here, and this wasn't really that great. It was really slow, 25-30 miles an hour, so like 50 kilometers an hour all the way through here. Really quite slow. All this was, and it was cloudy and rainy, and I was going to travel this road here and go up to here, but this was closed, so I couldn't go up there. Travel down through here, and then once I got to here, then we're in business. And then I started going down, traveling through here, and came all the way down to Carson. And this whole road was all really slow coming down through here until I got to Carson. And then this is the Columbia River. You'll see some, you saw some video, or you'll see some video, because I'll put this at the beginning, of the Columbia River and whatnot. Anyways, I traveled on this side, came all the way through here, along the river, and that was kind of fun. All the way to here, to the Dales. I guess that's how you say it, Dales. Couldn't quite figure out how to pronounce that. And then I traveled through here, all the way down, Endersby, through here and around in here, and all the way down to, Bend. And at Bend, so these roads here, you know, were all pretty fast, and they were kind of fun to drive, and it was warm, and so that was good. I got to Bend, and then I headed down 20 all the way down to Burns, and that's where I am as we speak. I am in Burns, Oregon. So right there, that's where I am. Tomorrow, I haven't quite decided where I'm going to go yet. I'm going to make that decision tomorrow morning. but I'll either kind of cut across this way, or I might loop down and come through here. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll decide that tomorrow morning. Anyways, thought you might want to see that. That was kind of long and boring, but I gave it a try. Alright, so it's day 6 here. I am in the middle of the mountains here somewhere, not sure exactly what the name of the place is. I stayed in a little mountain view lodge here. Kind of a cool little place, but it's kind of remote out here. We don't have any cell service, so which was a first for me. To not have any cell service. Thankfully we had Wi-Fi, otherwise I would have really been in trouble. But anyways, I'm heading out to Mount St. Helens today. It looks pretty cloudy, so it might not be that great. It's kind of rainy and yucky out, but well, we're gonna go anyways and see what happens. So hoping for a good day. Okay, so I've driven up here through Mount St. Helens, and unfortunately the road that goes up to the monument and all that stuff is closed. So I guess, I don't know, it's too early in the season, or maybe it's closed Tuesdays. I don't really know. And the other big problem is that it's really cloudy, and even though I am at a viewpoint here, I can't really see anything. So it's a little bit unfortunate that this whole mountain viewing last couple of days from a mountain viewing point of view has been a bit of a bust. So anyways, I'm heading out of here. I'm going to start traveling down along a river somewhere, and that's that. Well, I stopped by the side of the highway here on my journeys. I came down from Mount St. Helens south to a little place called Carson, and have been traveling along the Columbia River. It's pretty spectacular. I've never really been here before, or have seen the Columbia River, so it's pretty big. I'll put some video on. I took some video down by the river. It's really windy, so I'm kind of hiding back in the trees here in order to do this video, but I'll try to take a little bit more video so that you can see. It's really quite spectacular. Really kind of enjoying the drive along the river. Hopefully the wind will die down. I doubt if it will. I'm planning. The river is also kind of the border between Washington and Oregon, so pretty soon the next bridge, I think, I'm going to go across the river and head down into Oregon somewhere. So that's kind of what's going on here. So here's a little bit of the river. You can see it. If I move out too far away from the trees, it'll get really windy, and so you won't really. I took video closer. I'll try to get that to work. So anyways, this is kind of where I'm at today. Another stop here along the way. I'm in Oregon somewhere on my way to a town called Bend, and this is a pretty neat little ravine here. You can see in the background a little bit there. See, it's a pretty cool scenery. Kind of the place where you'd see a bunch of Indians up along the ridge or something like that. And I suppose Oregon was probably like that at one time, but it's been a good drive so far. Nice and warm out, which is a good thing. A little bit cloudy, which is a good thing. It's been really windy, but it's sort of died down, and that's a really good thing. So I'm continuing on. Here we go. So I'm back at the hotel on Tuesday night. I drove about 650k today. You've already seen in the map where I've gone, traveled through a bunch of different places, so lots of different driving conditions through really narrow bush type roads to wide out open desert type driving. The driving through Oregon is pretty interesting. There's lots of great big coulees and wide open plains where you can imagine millions of buffalo running around and whatnot. It's pretty interesting terrain to drive through, that's for sure. I'm not really sure where I'm going to head tomorrow, but that's kind of the fun of the whole thing. This whole experiment of really not planning my day until the day of and not really having a destination in mind is working pretty good for me. I'm kind of liking it. I went a little bit farther today than I really needed to, but I needed to get to a half decent town. The previous town just had a gas station and that was it. So I had to carry on to this one. So anyways, more adventure tomorrow, and we'll keep it going from here on.